Something about that. Hello, sorry about that. I've got Alison Stanley here, and you're all the way from North Tyneside, aren't you, Alison?
I am up here in Geordieland, freezing cold Geordieland at the minute.
Oh yes, I used to live in Wallsend, and I know what it's like during the winter. I was up there one time snowing, and I came out of my house in Wallsend, and I had to shovel the snow and everything, and I know what it's like. Anyway, thank
Yes,
you very. Sorry, hello.
yes, I can hear that now. Hello.
Hello, yeah. I was just saying I was trying to remove all the snow from the from my front door, so I know what it's like up there.
Yes, it's been quite cold and snowy the last few days. Pretty, so it has a plus side.
Good, good, good. Um, I see that you are an author, writer. You have done quite a lot, haven't you? You have really done quite a lot.
Yeah, it's been very busy actually. I mean, obviously with the current situation with the COVID, like anybody in the arts industry, we've been hit really hard. So there hasn't been performances, any gigs, any singing, anything like that. But other than that, yeah, we've had to sort of adapt, and we've done a lot of online stuff, and it's also given me time to write. In that respect, to write and to prepare, it's been quite quite busy that way.
Yeah, because you've written a book, and that's on Amazon right now, isn't it?
It is. So, what prompted me? Predominantly, I'm a playwright, so that's my first love is writing for the stage. But when we entered like lockdown, the first lockdown in March of last year, I wrote a series of children's books, and basically it was really to explain to children what was happening with the pandemic and this new world that we suddenly find ourselves thrown into, which is obviously confusing adults, but for children having interruption to the routine and everything they know, it can be quite scary. Small children, people wearing masks. So those books were kind of aimed at letting children know what was going on, why it was going on. And the main character in the series of books is called Riley, who is on the autistic spectrum as well. So he has his own takes and ideas of what's going on. So him and his cousin Rosie, they encounter a lot of adventures. In the first book about the pandemic and COVID, and it's called Riley Saves the World. And he sees himself as a superhero saving the world through sanitizing hands and social distancing and that sort of thing. So that's
Yeah.
on Amazon and also available in paperback. And yeah, it's done quite well. And people have said, the reviews have said that, it has helped explaining the coronavirus and the current pandemic to younger children.
Yeah, where do you get the ideas from your the book ideas, and do you kind of like, wake up one day, or are you in the shower and you're thinking, right, that's it, I've got an idea.
Well, the series of children's books, also, I'm a director of a company called Life of Riley, which is a community interest company. And we support families of autistic children and young people. I also have a theatre production company as well. So we kind of tie the two together and use drama and acting as therapy as well. And
Right,
it's a very
okay.
powerful medium to get information across. So to tie the two together, and a lot of the people with through the and their children weren't obviously they were being homeschooled and parents were finding it difficult beginning what was going on. It was all new to us, and especially those with autistic children. So I came up with the idea of giving people insight into the autistic through the eyes of Riley, the little boy, the protagonist in the series of books, but also, getting the information out there about the COVID. So I thought that was a
Yeah.
nice way of tying together. It worked quite well.
Yeah. Are you thinking about writing another book, or are you thinking, for like another extension of the book?
Yes, yeah, there is some more books in the pipeline about the children's books with the same characters in different scenarios they encounter. Um, and the rest of the books, whilst it isn't about the pandemic, it does if they're entertaining, all children will enjoy them, but it also gives people insight into through the autistic eyes of
Mm.
how they see certain situations different autistic to ourselves. So they tie in with the theatre and education program I run in schools. Obviously, not at the moment, although we are looking at digital access when schools do return after lockdown. Um,
Yeah.
so there's a few more of those books in the pipeline, and I have an adult book in the pipeline as well. So I'm quite excited about that. This is the adult books we write, so looking forward to
Can, can you tell me about
reading
that
that.
book, or can you tell me about that book, or no?
I can, yes. It's yeah, yeah, yeah. It is actually an adult take on well-known fairy tales. So all of the fairy stories, fairy tales that we're all familiar with, like Snow White,
All right.
Cinderella, that sort of thing. There's 10 short stories put together in an adult fairy tale book, and they all have very different twists, a very adult take and urban twist on them.
Right. And does it have any
So you have
adult?
to look out for that one.
I will do. Yeah. Does it have any adult themes in it, or
Yes, it is an adult book.
adult? Yeah.
So all of the 10 stories have adult content, and it's different genres for each story. So we do have thriller, adult content, and horror. Mm.
Gosh, gosh. I was gonna. I made a
So
list up.
it's not for bedtime reading. This fairy tale
No, but I bet it's not. No, I don't want
book.
I don't want somebody to murder me when I'm in bed. No, thank you. It's bad enough going to bed at the moment. So, I kind of like wanted to talk to you, but you're just going. You're kind of like keep on telling me everything before I even interview you about it. Let's go back to your theatre.
Oh,
Um,
this is me. I like to talk.
all right. No, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I just had something planned because I'd start from the beginning to the end, but you've got me. Um, yeah, the theatre. When was that set up then?
The theatre production company, as is at the moment, is a very new company.
Right.
Um, that has actually been set up as a company this month. So
All right.
previously to
Okay.
that, the sister company that we have, Life of Riley, has been running now for 4 years, and the theatre and the drama sessions, theatre and education, and the productions that we do and the new writing was done through that company. However, that became a very important and a very large part of the company, so we've separated the two into their own production company of Law Productions.
Right. Okay. So when these um children go to these these groups, these future groups, is there any plans that later on they can get into like TV and film?
Well, the theatre production company that we have won't actually run children's classes. That is something I used to do with a previous company a while ago, but there's no plans to do that at the moment. What we do as a theatre production company is support new writing. We tour around theatres with new writing and produce plays, film, and theatre and education. So we don't have any classes as such for children to attend.
Right. Okay. How about so at this moment in time, it's just kind of like adult theme theatre company, and because you tour the complete northwest, don't
Not
you?
necessarily adult theme. Well, not necessarily adult theme. We do productions that children can come along and watch, and some are interactive and they can get involved with that. And we do tour, yes. All of the northeast. We have plans, or we did have plans last year to actually move into the northwest, and for some of our productions to go further south. So hopefully, we'll keep my fingers crossed that later in the year we could be doing that, the tour, as we actually do it. And also, we're regulars at Edinburgh Fringe Festival,
Yeah, I
but
was
of
going to
course that
mention
was cancelled, as
that.
was everything last
Yeah,
year. Yeah.
yeah. What's that like? What's that like?
Absolutely
What's it?
amazing. I would say
Is
to
it?
everyone, if you've never been, you need to go. It's the biggest drama festival in the world, and there is, hundreds of shows to see. There's something for everybody, and it's the whole vibe of the place and the entertainers, and of course, famous faces talked about, because anybody in this industry will go to the Fringe at some point when it's on.
Yeah. I went to Edinburgh on a coach trip. Me and my wife, we was on a Scottish tours. They did Scottish tours a couple of years back now, and we only stayed in Edinburgh for about 3 or 4 hours. And most of that time, I was in the restaurant, and and no, honest truthfully, I was in the restaurant. I couldn't walk around because I was not well to do that. But I went downstairs underneath, and there was a restaurant underneath, and it was fantastic. The history of Edinburgh, and it's a lovely place.
Oh, it's an absolutely amazing place. I absolutely adore Edinburgh, and with living so close to the Scottish border, it's a place that we go quite often, to be quite honest. And of course,
Mm.
as a Harry Potter freak, yeah, we've got
Ah,
all of the Hogwarts going on, and the Elephant House where J.K. Rowling wrote, or said to have wrote, some of the Harry.
yeah.
That's an absolutely lovely place. Love Edinburgh.
And also in the northeast, you've got Biker Grove, haven't you?
We did have Bite Grove, yes, we did. To tell you the truth, yeah, not that I've ever seen it, but yeah, we did have that back in the day, I believe. Yeah.
You never seen Biker Grove?
No, no, that probably makes
Shame
a
of you.
disgrace of being a Geordie, but no,
Shame of you.
I'm a big Ant
Shame
and
of
Deck
you.
fan, though, so that redeems.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was I was on the metro once, Alison, and coming from the Monument, going back home on the to Wall's End, and I saw this guy on there one day with a guitar, and I was thinking, oh, I know him from somewhere, really know him from somewhere, and it was Jimmy Nail. Um, it was Jimmy Nail, and I was thinking, I've got to get his autograph, and so I managed to get his autograph, and I spoke to him, and he was all right. But then, what stop came? You know what these metros are like. And I stopped and got off, and I thought, damn, I wish I could have took some pics with him and everything. So, but yeah, you surprise. It's surprising you meet you meet in Newcastle, isn't it? So yeah.
It
Um,
certainly is. It certainly is.
sorry.
Must Bob Geldof in Newcastle Central beginning of last year. So there you go. You're right. Yeah. No, it wasn't the beginning of last year. It was actually August of 2019, and he was waiting of a train to go to Edinburgh for the festival, waiting at Newcastle Central Station. So he got to meet him, just waiting on the platform for a train. So you're right. You never know who might pop up.
Yeah, yeah. You never know. I went to North Shields once, and I bumped into Tim Ely. You know, from
Ah,
Beavis and
yes.
Pet. Um, and he was telling me about his pub and everything. He had where he had two pubs and everything. I was thinking, gosh, if you got a pub now, I'd be all right if he had a pub now. But can I touch? Can I talk to you about the northeast, where I was living to? Okay, it's it's so cheap up in the northeast, isn't it? I find it from coming from Plymouth, moving to Newcastle. I could, when I moved up there with my wife, I could have lived on around about what, I don't know, about £30 a week. It was so cheap, and the beer was so cheap. The working men's clubs and everything. I used to be a doorman on one of the working men's clubs, and I had a shock one day on a Sunday. But that's a long story to that one. I used to be a doorman at Wallsend Social Club. Um, you're probably laughing now. You're thinking, I know what he's talking about. And what it was, a bunch of ladies
Well,
came in. What? Sorry.
I'm quite familiar with the social clubs, having sang in quite a few of them.
All right. So you know probably what I'm talking about.
Hmm, I think so, yeah.
I was shocked. I
A
was a doorman.
notorious Sunday morning.
Well, it was. I was a doorman, and it was open all day, and it was cheap beer. I couldn't, And someone said to me, "While you're on the doorstep, leave a plate because people will leave you tips and everything." And I'm not used to it. I'm come from the southwest. And they were going, "Well, hey, man." I thought, what are they talking about? What are they, Geordie accent and what? And all of a sudden, I saw these 8 women come through, and all of them gave me a kiss on the cheek and said, "Are you the doorman?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." They said, "Right, okay, we are the strippers." I was thinking, what? Yeah, we do a strip thing upstairs. And oh no, okay, okay, all right, mate. And that was it. So, it was one of those things in the northeast.
Yes,
Cause
back in the day, common occurrence, Sunday mornings, bingo, quiz, and strippers.
that's it. That's what it was all about. And pea soup. I remember that. I remember that the first meal I had when I was in the northeast was pea soup. Yeah.
With
Said
stockings.
about that. Said about the social clubs and everything. You do tour around the social clubs because you're a part of a double act, ABBA tribute. What was the reason
Yes, this
behind
is
that?
true.
What was the reason behind that?
The, the ABBA tribute was set up. I wasn't an original member. I joined. One of the original members left, and it was set up by an agency in Newcastle because there was a niche in the market for ABBA, because ABBA is really still very popular, and of course with
Yeah,
the films, the Mamma Mia and Mamma Mia 2, there's a whole different age group now, of young people who are really loving ABBA, and it seems to be everybody's guilty pleasure. So if you do a disco or anything when ABBA comes on and Dancing Queen, they're all up there dancing. So the tribute act has been hugely popular, yeah, and it's absolutely great fun to do as well.
yeah, yeah. I went to Blackpool once because I messaged you a few days ago, and I saw these
Yeah.
two ladies on stage, and they came from Newcastle, and I thought, oh, probably was you or something. And it was two ladies, and they kind of like did an Elvis tribute up in Newcastle. No, not in Blackpool at the Carousel Hotel.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was. I thought, oh, that must be you then if it's from Newcastle. But um, so what?
No, it wasn't me that time, no.
So what's your favourite ABBA? What's your favourite kind of genre of music then?
Well, I am a rock and a punk chick. That's me. Not ABBA, although I like some ABBA stuff. But I used to front a Blondie tribute band as well. So I am partial to a bit of Blondie. And within that, we'd do some versions of pop songs and old songs kind of rocked up. And we used to do some ABBA, which went down really well. But it was like kind of a really like rocked up version, which was good.
What was that group called then?
Beyond Blonde.
Beyond Blonde. All right, okay, yeah. I know some ABBA tributes because I've seen quite a few of them because I'm a big ABBA fan myself, and
Yeah.
my daughter one day when the first Mamma Mia came out, my daughter said to me, "Listen to this song, Dad." And I tell you what, I was in tears. It was that song where it's was it um they were her mum was combing her hair for the wedding, slipping through my fingers all the time. That song.
Well, I have to confess, being in an ABBA tribute, and I do like a bit of ABBA, but like I say, I'm more your sort of good punky sort of stuff. But I've never seen Mamma Mia.
What? So you're an ABBA tribute.
Never seen
Hear
it.
this, hear this,
Yeah,
guys.
I
On
hold
my
my hands up.
radio
I
site,
confess.
I got how many people got my website? On my radio. Look, guys, we've got a lady here, and she's an ABBA tribute, but she's never seen Mamma Mia. Oh God, Oh, how dare you?
Haven't seen either of the films or the stage. I know it's absolutely shame. I think I'll have to put that right as soon as possible.
Yeah, yeah. Um, with with the ABBA, the singing, the theatre that you're doing, and um, the book writing. When do you have time for yourself?
Well, you see, someone once said to me, and it's an old story and it's a true story, if you love what you do, you never work anyway, So doing all this stuff, um, time for myself, I would say that myself because I enjoy everything that I do, and I'm really lucky enough to be involved in an industry and to do jobs I really like. But yeah, I do have hobbies apart from that
Mm, mm,
indulge myself a little bit more, like everybody in
yeah,
lockdown.
yeah. What's it been like?
So I absolutely love special effects makeup. That's me guilty to do that.
What's it like to be um, kind of like in COVID at the moment? And um, do you get worried? What's happening at the moment? Hello. Sorry, I lost you there. Hello. Oh yeah, Alison. Hello. Oh yeah. Are you still there? Hello. 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 Hmm. Alison. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I think,
Can you?
well, everybody does. It'd be lying if you said you don't worry.
Right.
The live music industry. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, I can hear
Hello.
you.
Yes,
Can
that's
you hear
fine. I think.
me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, I lost you then.
Yes.
I lost you there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't think you can hear me.
I
To
can.
the
I can hear you. Hello.
you, Steve.
I can hear you. Hello. I.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. I can hear you.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Hello?
Hello.
I think I'm a bit behind.
No, I can hear you. It's just a delay. Oh no. What a nightmare. I'll start singing. Hello. Is it miracle? Hello. Super. Can you hear me? I'll start singing some Apple songs. You can hear me now. Super Trooper. Oh, I find you. Mhm, Can you hear me? She's laughing. Su spin me.
Right.
Can you hear me?
I think yes, I can hear you now. I think I was just a bit
Hello.
good.
Yes. Can, so can you hear me now? Is she mad or what? um, Alison. Hello. Are you there? Turn around, bright eyes. Um, are you there? Hello. No sound. Turn around, bright. Okay, folks, we've been having some sound problems. Oh, it's a bit of delay here. Hello. Um, so yeah, so we've been having problems here tonight. Don't know what's going on with the internet. It's a bit of a delay. Oops, a delay.
Playing from Moto G7 Power.
Right, okay, folks, I've got to go. Um, thank you very much for joining me. I don't know, we've been having problems with the sound tonight. But there you go. Take care.